money that's proposed. It is not a good plan.
But Chairman Steele, if you end up with a bill that is passed by the House and the Senate, and every House member, Republican House member, votes against it, and every Senate Republican member votes against it, you don't think there's any danger that they're going to be seen as obstructing?
Why? If I think you've proposed something that is not in my best interest, why am I an obstructionist if I don't agree with it? Why should I agree with something just because you proposed it? Why should I agree with it just because you have a 70% approval? You can still be wrong with a 70% approval rating. And that's the reality here.
One thing that I think you will agree with me is that your party has had a couple of tough elections in 2006 and in 2008. Let's take a look at the numbers. You've lost 14 seats in the Senate, and depending on Judd Gregg and Al Franken, possibly one or two more. There we go. 54 seats in the House, 7 governorships. How much trouble is the GOP in?
That's ugly, isn't it? That's some ugly numbers. And now we have an opportunity to turn that around. We've got a special election in the 20th Congressional District coming up in New York. We've got Virginia gubernatorial race. We've got New Jersey gubernatorial race. We're going to be on the ground and engaged in all of those campaigns that are going to be important opportunities for us to reestablish the brand for the party, number one, but most especially reacquaint ourselves with the voters and help them appreciate exactly what we stand for and what we believe, putting good candidates in a position to win. That's my job, is to put good candidates in a position to win. Now, we're not going to win all of them, but we're going to start to win again in important races that matter, and we've got 3 of them coming up this year.
Here's where I'm a little bit confused. You say, and other party leaders say, look, we are going to stick with our conservative principles, and I think you could make the argument this is still a center-right country.
Absolutely it is.
But the fact is, for whatever reason, people have moved away from the Republican Party. So is it a question of salesmanship, or without giving up your basic principles, do you have to change some of your policies?
You don't give up on your basic principles, number one. And keep in mind, the losses that you've displayed there had nothing to do with our value for life, our value for sound economy, the hard work that we...
So what was it about?
It was about the fact that we failed to lead. We grew the size of government. When we're saying we believed in less government, we grew government. When we said we believe in less spending, we spent more. We had a contract with America, 1994, where the American people and the party bound together an agreement that these would be some 10 principles that we would follow. We moved away from that.
So you're saying going back to 1994?
No, I'm not saying we're going back to 1994, Chris. I'm saying that the principles that we espoused then are still true and good today.
But do you need
and that's not what people moved away from us for. They moved away from us because we behaved badly. We came to Washington, and we became like the people we were sent here to replace, and they replaced us.
But do you need to show Americans that you have new solutions
Absolutely.
to their daily kitchen table concerns?
Absolutely. It is taking those core principles of this party and making them relevant in the 21st century.
Such as? Give me an example of a new idea.
A new idea would be, let's focus on poverty. Let's focus on how we can take someone who is being poorly educated in an American public school and how they are poorly trained for a job and put in place those opportunities for them to get that education, give their parents choice in education, make it real for them. We did it right here in my hometown of the District of Columbia. The President of the United States, when he was a U.S. Senator, blocked 3 times tried to block 3 times legislation that would enable poor black children in this city to go to the high school that I graduated from, who they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford to do. So create those opportunities, put people on a pathway to earn a job, earn an education, so they can empower themselves. I don't need the government to do that.
And real quickly, we got about 30 seconds left. I don't mean this to be a complete list, but talk about the future of the party. Give me 3 names of Republican leaders under the age of 50 who you see as new faces.
Well, since I'm at 50, I guess I don't know, but...
well, I was going to let you conclude yourself anyway.
I'd say certainly Bobby Jindal, Sanford, Governor Sanford, Pawlenty, Palin. We have a whole host of folks out there that are beginning to emerge on the scene and will, over the next couple of years, I think, redefine this party in a way that will be very good for us long term.
Chairman Steele, thank you. Thanks for coming in. I have a feeling you're going to be an assertive spokesman for the Republican Party. Good luck in your new job, sir.
Thank you, Chris.
Coming up...